Hamidakyapi, Chante Washte na Pechuzapi, Serintana Kimacha na Ihangtuan na Kota Esi Chagu la Kota. My name is Serene Thanao. Can I greet you all with a hearty handshake and a good heart? And I come from the Ihangtuan Dakota Oyate, and also the Sichangu Lakota Oyate, and those are the tribes that I'm from. I have many visions now for my people, and I always have since I was a young girl. I've known that as a people we were going to rise above much of the oppression and pain and trauma. I didn't know how that would all happen. And I see all of the different cultures and all the different people who come here. I see that as a revitalization of the ancient cultures. That's what it is. It brings us closer to our ways than we were before even. And so I feel so much closer to ceremony, to relatives, to family, to the earth. And I know that I'm going to bring that back with me, and others are going to come here as well from our tribe. And from Native peoples all over the world, people all over the world. It's going to keep rolling, and it's going to affect everybody. And the vision that I have for my people is one of reclaiming that spirit, reclaiming that language, reclaiming who you are and the essence of who you are. It's in our prayers and it's in our songs. Now instead of just singing it and saying it, we'll be living it. So that's a powerful vision of healing that I have for all people, and especially my heart and my people.
The other particular social group I wanted to speak of, where there has been some very touching transformation I've been researching for the Deeksha book, is in prisons, where there's one man, maybe you might remember James Beard, yes, who came here with Lindsay Wagner. And he's been doing a lot of work with Deeksha in prisons and seeing very, very touching results. What's your thought about people who are imprisoned?
When I look at these people, there's tremendous love for them. That's why I give a special powers to people who work in jails to go and help them out. And many prisoners who are released from jail, they used to come straight here to thank us, and they're well settled in life now.
About 4 years ago, I started an organization for families that are struggling with domestic violence. And having grown up with it myself and my family when I was a child, it's very dear to my heart. I also know that it doesn't have to be. I also know that it's not hopeless. And so from my knowledge and my evolution and my growth in my life, I wanted to share what I've learned and the things that have helped me with others. The program that we have, I work with a man named James Beard who teaches a domestic violence rehab program in the LA County jail system. And we team teach in our support group meetings that we do. One of the families that we've worked with for 3 years, they've been coming religiously. They are the family that has demonstrated the most determination, every one of them. And it's a father and a mother and a son. And they, from the time they started coming, their 12-year-old son, this gentleman would bring, and because he said, I want him to learn everything I never got to learn. So I don't know it well enough to teach him yet. And so they've been coming for 3 years. The last year is when Deeksha came into our program. They made huge strides. The work that we did, I was very happy with. And how Deeksha affected that and escalated everyone's growth has been interesting. It's been subtle, and yet there's kind of been this little kind of a push. It's like there's been wind beneath everybody's wings in the progress we were already seeing. One of the things in particular that shifted with this gentleman, that I was referring to the family, he has a very difficult relationship with his father, always has. And he loves to fish. One of the things that he found through going through our program, we encourage people to find what brings you joy. Focus on doing that. Don't wait for joy to come to you. Do what you know brings you joy. So he found out that he loves to fish and that it brings him a lot of peace. And his father has incredible fishing equipment who we would never let him use. And from the time this gentleman started taking Deeksha, just subtly, without any effort at all, his relationship with his father started changing. To his own surprise, he just saw that whatever was shifting in him was causing some kind of an energetic shift, or perhaps a transgenerational energetic shift, who knows? But the fact is, when he would come to see his father was more open with him, and he wasn't really doing anything different. And one day, his father said to him, I hear you're doing a lot of fishing, you know, because his father he's been kind of ill, and he said, if you want to use my equipment, it's in there. And he came to work one day, sorry. It's really beautiful to see some of these really quick and exponential jumps in somebody's evolution. And needless to say, after 3 years of us working together, we've all gotten kind of close. So it's almost like, it's like my family has shifted, and which I've seen a lot of that too. But it just brings me great joy to see how the Deeksha comes through us and to others, and through them to others who never even heard the word.